Padres Radio Network, here's Sam Levitt.
Swinging a drive into right. Carroll going back at the warning track, looking up, and it's gone! Ryan O'Hearn, a game-tying solo home run in the ninth inning. His first home run as a San Diego Padre. And just like that, the Padres tie it in the ninth. It's 2-2.
They would just tie it in the ninth. They'd win it in the ninth inning. Jose Iglesias with an RBI single to take the lead for the Padres in the top half of the ninth inning. Mason Miller with 3 punch-outs closes this thing out in the bottom half of the ninth, and the Padres are 3-2 winners over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pick up a game on the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West standings. San Diego Padres now 2 games out of first place in the National League West. Welcome to the Jamul Casino Resort post-game show. I'm Braden Surprenant filling in for Sam Levitt. A player of the Jamul Casino Resort is your place. The Lux Hotel Tower opening soon. New dining and a long list of amazing amenities. You'll have more ways to play and enjoy all of the perks of your casino fun. Jamul Casino Resort, the player's place. What a gritty win yet again for the San Diego Padres. Padres taking down the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-2. Got off to a shaky start. Arizona was able to put up 2 runs, one in the first and one in the second against Nestor Cortez. But to be honest with you, as you watch Nestor Cortez progress and looked a little shaky there in the first couple of innings, he really settled in. I think he really settled in and helped the Padres win tonight, Nestor Cortez. He did a lot better than J.P. Sears did on Monday night. But to be honest, I mean, I said it on my talk show today, which you can hear each and every day from 10 to 2, the Braden Surprenant Show on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97 to the Fan. If Nestor Cortez could get you 5 innings, give up, less than 3 runs, that's a pretty good outing out of a guy that hadn't pitched since I think about May in the Brewers organization. He goes 4 2/3 innings. He gives up the 2 earned runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. He gave up the home run to Corbin Carroll, which, by the way, you see that happen early, and you're like, oh, here we go. But after that, he really settled in. He got up there in pitch count a little bit at 76 pitches, obviously coming back from injury. Don't want to push him too far. You would think, he was right there. He got a little wild, ended up walking a couple. He did hit a couple of batters, too, early in the game. But Nestor Cortez did a pretty good job for the San Diego Padres. Kept passed the baton to the bullpen. That didn't give up any runs. Jason Adam at 1 1/3 inning. No runs, no hits, 4 punch-outs. Adrian Morejon had a bounce-back game after Sunday afternoon. 2 innings, only 1 hit, no runs. And then Mason Miller closed it down for his 21st save of the season. He went an inning with a walk and 3 strikeouts. The pitching staff did their job. Offensively, it was another frustrating game for the Padres. Your leadoff hitter again goes over, but it was a little bit of a different lineup today. They mixed it up. I don't mind the Padres mixing up the lineup. I didn't particularly like the lineup, but I don't mind the Padres mixing up the lineup. Arise goes 0 for 5. Tough. The leadoff spot's been tough for the Padres the last handful of weeks, obviously, with Fernando. But this series, I don't think the leadoff man got a hit this entire series. Fernando was 0 for 6 yesterday. Today, it's Luis Arias. He's 0 for 5. Laureano continues to swing a hot bat in 2025, continues to swing a hot bat in a Padres uniform. He went 1 for 4. Jackson Merrill hit some atom bombs today, right? Atom, a handful of times. He went 0 for 4, but hit the ball well. But it was the pickups and Xander Bogaerts that did a pretty good job today. Freddie Fermin in the 9 spot tonight went 3 for 4, which is great to see. He dropped down that bunt. We talked about that on the talk show today. Bunt for a hit. Bunt to make the defense have to worry about something. Freddie Fermin, 3 for 4. Gotta love it in the 9 spot. Absolutely gotta love it in the 9 spot. You look at some of the other pieces. 7, 8, 9 did a lot of the damage tonight for the Padres. Cronenworth hitting 7th, 1 for 3. Jose Iglesias hitting 8th, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Freddie Fermin batting 9th, 3 for 4. You got 5 hits out of your bottom 3 guys, in the order in a night that you only put up 3 runs and you got the 2 runs in the top half of the 9th inning. That's great to see. This is this complete lineup that A.J. Preller made all these moves for at the trade deadline. I talked about this on my talk show earlier today. It was, why isn't Ryan O'Hearn playing? I don't know why he's not playing enough. It didn't seem like he was starting in enough games, and you go through the games in a small sample size. I mean, he played in almost all of them but one, but he didn't get too many opportunities to start. He starts tonight. He almost hit a home run earlier in the contest. I can't remember. I think it was the 7th inning. He came up before Xander in the 7th, and you thought he lost when he went to the track in right field, and then Xander Bogaerts hit a bomb to left to get you your first run of the game. But Ryan O'Hearn almost had one in the 7th, and he has hit the ball hard. He has hit the ball well in a Padres uniform. He hadn't get a lot of success with it, but he hits a bomb in the top half of the 9th inning that tied the ball game to lead off the 9th. Padres went into the 9th inning down 2-1. They gave up the 2 runs, as I mentioned before, one in the first, one in the second, both charged to Nestor Cortez Jr. Padres were shut out for the first 6 innings. Xander Bogaerts hit a solo shot in the 7th. That's back-to-back games for a bomb for Xander, who's now hitting .271. I said at the beginning of the season, I said, hey, relax, wait for Xander Bogaerts to get up to where he usually is, which is around .270, and he's done it in August. He's up to .271. He hits a home run, back-to-back games. Great to see. I saw that earlier today on what Xander Bogaerts has done at the plate for what has been a long enough sample size now. I got to pull up the exact tweet, but it was great. Just Baseball had it on Twitter. Xander Bogaerts in 56 games since June 1st. This is before tonight's game where he went another 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. He scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Padres tonight and a home run and drove in one. Xander Bogaerts before that, before tonight, since June 1st, that's 56 games, guys. That's long enough to where it's not just like a hot streak. 56 games. Xander Bogaerts has hit .293 with 63 hits, 15 doubles, and a .350 on-base percentage. He had a big night tonight. 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, home run, RBI, great. Trade pieces today were great. And it's an overall gritty, gutsy win for the San Diego Padres. Adrian Morejon got the win in his 2 innings of relief. Mason Miller got a save. Obviously, Robert Suarez pitched a lot last night, but you lose on Monday. Sky was falling on the talk shows the next day from people in town. The Padres going into tonight, won of 8 of the last 10, have now won 9 of their last 11, and they are 2 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers, setting up for a big series against the Boston Red Sox. We'll take a look at the standings in just a little bit. We'll hear from Mike Schilt. We'll get you the highlights of today's game. But overall, this is a great, gritty performance. Everybody contributing, everybody doing their thing, and the Padres are playing great baseball right now in the month of August. Playing great baseball right now in the month of August. It's going to be fun to watch here in this stretch. So they got the Boston Red Sox coming up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And all of a sudden, you're getting ready for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, you look at the schedule. Padres are making it easier on themselves. And here's the thing. I was driving in to do the post-game show. And it was around the time, because I went around and was doing some other stuff. It was around the time as I was watching and listening to Sam Levitt. It was around the time, like late in the game, it was still 2-1, and I had friends text, like, it's so frustrating to see that the Padres don't take advantage of opportunities like this when the Dodgers lose, the Mets lose, the Reds lose, and they just can't gain any ground. Well, you know what? They did it tonight. They got the win when they needed to. They take 2 out of 3 in the desert, a place that they haven't done well in recent history and really all of their history. And they only have to play the Diamondbacks one more time this season. So after this particular game, off day tomorrow. Red Sox in town, a trip up the coast to San Francisco, come back to play LA, host the Giants, host the Dodgers. This is the nitty-gritty time, and before they head to Seattle. This is it right here. It really makes some serious headway. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Let us know if you want to join the show. When we come back, we're going to get to the highlights of today's victory. Padres come back and beat the Diamondbacks with an exciting ninth inning, and we'll talk about it and get you the highlights when we come back on the Jamul Casino Resort post-game show with Braden Surprenant, San Diego Sports Station 97.3 The Fan. Back on the Jamul Casino Resort postgame show. Braden Surprenant filling in for Sam Levitt here on San Diego Sports Station 97.3 The Fan. Padres get the W tonight, 3-2 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. A big win for San Diego. They were able to come back late and gain a game on the Los Angeles Dodgers for the number one spot in the National League West. They now sit 2 games behind LA in the NOS standings. How did we get to this point? Let's get to today's highlights.
Which moments determine the outcome of today's game? We'll paint you a picture with our game highlights on the Padres Radio Network.
Game started off 1-2-3 inning for the Padres in the top half of the first inning. A little bit of a different lineup today. Fernando Tatis Jr. got the day off. Luis Arraez was the leadoff hitter, followed by Ramon Laureano and Jackson Merrill. Ground out, pop out, strikeout, and it was a 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the first inning. Nestor Cortez getting his first start as a San Diego Padre, getting his first start this season since May. I think it was like early May or like late April. Went on the injured list with Milwaukee, did a rehab start not too long ago in Nashville, got traded at the deadline, and is now a member of the San Diego Padres. Anyway, he got his Padres debut. Was able to get Ketel Marte to fly out, but then left one right down the middle to Corbin Carroll.
0-2, laced into right center. Going back, Merrill along with O'Hearn. They're both looking up, and it's gone. Corbin Carroll, a solo home run. So one of the deepest parts of the yard, deep right center. Arizona takes a 1-0 lead here in the first inning.
1-0 lead for the Arizona Diamondbacks in the first. After the home run, Perdomo singled, and then Nestor Cortez was able to get Lourdes Gurriel Jr. out on a double play. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Padres in the top half of the second. And for most of the game, it was a lot of 1-2-3 innings for the Padres, or a lot of not scoring for the San Diego Padres. Bottom half of the second inning, Nestor Cortez gives up a single, then hits Blaze Alexander, then hits James McCann, and Alec Thomas hit a sacrifice fly to make it 2-0 Arizona. Well, fast forward, because there wasn't too much going on after that. Once Nestor Cortez made it through 4 2/3 innings, his day was done. Jason Adam then entered into the conversation. He did a great job in relief. Adrian Morejon did a great job in relief as the bullpen started throwing up zeros for the San Diego Padres, giving them a chance to come back a little bit. It wasn't until the top half of the seventh until the Padres were able to finally get on the board. And for the second night in a row, it was Xander Bogaerts leaving the yard.
1-1 driven into left. It's down the line. Will it stay fair? It will. Xander Bogaerts, a solo home run. And that gets the Padres on the board. They cut the deficit in half. It's 2-1 here in the seventh.
Now 2-1 in the seventh inning. Not too bad for the San Diego Padres. It would have been nice to add a little bit more. The leadoff batter in that inning, Ryan O'Hearn, almost hit one out. That went out at the track. Xander Bogaerts, of course, with the call right there by Sam Levitt, made it a 2-1 game. Cronenworth struck out. Jose Iglesias grounded out. In the seventh inning, and this might be in the bottom half, or at least might be our catch of the day, maybe. You got to a point where you got a single and then a sac bunt, and Diamondbacks were trying to get one of the runs back. Jorge Barosa flew out to the left field. Ramon Laureano threw Jose Iglesias to Manny Machado, was able to get James McCann trying to tag up and take third. A big out there to end the seventh inning on a double play to give the Padres, again, another opportunity. They had guys on in the top of the eighth inning. Manny Machado struck out on 4 pitches to end the eighth inning, and it was going to come down to the ninth. It wasn't that stressful of a ninth inning for the San Diego Padres, because to lead off the ninth, down 2-1, none other than American League All-Star and trade deadline pickup Ryan O'Hearn.
Swinging a drive into right. Carroll going back at the warning track, looking up, and it's gone! Ryan O'Hearn, a game-tying solo home run in the ninth inning. His first home run as a San Diego Padre. And just like that, the Padres tie it in the ninth. It's 2-2.
Ryan O'Hearn's first homer in a Padres uniform couldn't have come at a better time than the top of the ninth inning, down 2-1. It's a solo shot to right center field, and it tied the game up in the ninth. But you didn't really want just to be a tie. And me and Kyle didn't want the game to go to extra innings. Time to win it right now. Xander Bogaerts picked up where he left off. He roped a double with nobody out. Jake Cronenworth got him over to third base on a sacrifice bunt. And then Jose Iglesias drove in the go-ahead run.
Swing line drive, right field, base hit. Xander Bogaerts drops in from third. Padres in front, 3-2. A go-ahead RBI single for Jose Iglesias.
3-2 lead for the San Diego Padres in the ninth inning. Didn't end there. Padres were able to get a couple more hits. In fact, Casey Kelly came into the game for Arizona. Anybody remember Casey Kelly? He was one of the pieces back in the Padres-Red Sox Adrian Gonzalez trade. Well, he gave up a single to Freddie Fermin when he went 3 for 4 tonight. Luis Arraez reached on a fielder's choice. Ramon Laureano flew out. Guy's not perfect. And you head to the ninth inning with a 1-run lead after trailing the entire game. Mason Miller was asked to get the save. Loris Gurriel Jr. started off the inning. That's the guy that hit a 104-mile-an-hour fastball last night out of the ballpark. Punch out swinging, all on off-speed pitches, one away. Tyler Locklear punches out swinging, 2 outs for the Padres. Mason Miller got into trouble yesterday, or should I say 2 days ago doing this. 2-out walk, don't like to see it. And then with a runner on first and the go-ahead run at the plate, Mason Miller makes it the trifecta and punches out Adrian Del Castillo.
0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at 103. And the Padres win. 3-2 the final here in Arizona. The Padres move 2 games out of first place in the National League West. Mason Miller strikes out 3 in the 9th inning. He went upstairs to Del Castillo, got him to wave right through it at 103 miles per hour.
Mason Miller gets the save. Padres get the dub. Padres pull within 2 games of LA. They pick up a game today after the Dodgers lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. Padres 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors, left 8 on base. Diamondbacks 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, left 4 on base. Adrian Morejon earns the win. He's now 9-4 on the season. Kyle Backus takes the loss. He's 0-2. Mason Miller earns his 21st save of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes in front of 22,692 on a 78-degree roof-closed evening in the Valley of the Sun. Padres get the W 3-2. What did manager Mike Schilt say? We will hear from Mike Schilt and get your phone calls. So if you're on hold, Charles, Wyatt, Kathy, Alex, Juan will get to you after Mike Schilt speaks when we come back on the Jamul Casino Resorts Padres Postgame Show, hosted by Braden Surprenant, filling in for Sam Levitt, San Diego Someone Sports Station 97.3 The Fan. A lot more fun on a late night Wednesday night, getting to the 10 o'clock hour. I'll be on the air in 12 hours from now for the roundtable, Padres roundtable, 97 to the Fan Padres roundtable at 10 in the morning tomorrow, followed by the Braden Surprenant show from 11 to 2. Talking obviously a lot of Padres baseball. It's going to be even bigger after a big Padres win tonight. I'll try not to get all my takes out today. If you want to hear more, you can hear me each and every day from 10 to 2 on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97 to the Fan. Obviously, we got the roundtable tomorrow. Getting ready for the Boston Red Sox series coming up on Friday. Padres 2 games out of a division lead, and the day is August 6th. That's pretty crazy. When's the last time that was the case? Padres still got a lot of work to do. Red Sox, Giants, Dodgers, Mariners coming up in August. It's going to be basically playoff time for the San Diego Padres with that look. But big win tonight. They needed it. They win 3-2. They get 2 runs in the 9th inning. Ryan O'Hearn led off the 9th inning in a 2-1 deficit with a solo home run to tie the game up. Jose Iglesias drove in Xander Bogaerts for the ultimately game-winning hit. And the Padres shut it down with Mason Miller to get a 3-2 victory over the Arizona Diamondbacks. What did the manager think about tonight's Grit Squad performance? Here's Mike Schilt.
Let's pull up a seat in the manager's office and hear from Padres manager Mike Schilt, served up by Sin Lee Food, where fresh meets flavor. Find farm fresh produce, bold Asian spices, and gourmet ingredients at 4665 El Cajon Boulevard. Sin Lee Food, the cook's Asian resource.
Mike, how did you know Ryan O'Hearn was going to hit his first homer off the lefty this year?
I did not know it, but we were clearly pulling for it, and he did. He just missed a couple of this series, just really didn't quite get the barrel to it. He's a really strong guy, and nice signature moment for O'Hearn for us, man. That was a big swing, obviously.
What did you make of the way that you guys were able to do that, where Nestor in his first start in 4 months in the majors did what he did, and then you rode those two guys for?
Yeah, listen, we can pass the ball around. Nestor will start with him. He did his part. Big part of the game was that second. Nobody out, him on giving up a run. Showed some moxie there, some veteran moxie, and kept it right there, and then threw up a couple zeros. And, I can't say enough for all of our guys in the bullpen, for their willingness to be open to different roles. It's not something we're going to be able to do. We took advantage of the day off, but it's not something we're going to be able to consistently do when you're down a couple runs and, the starters do need to get in the 5th, 6th, 7th. But today we're able to do it based on the day off tomorrow and the depth of the bullpen. And Jason was fantastic to get out of the jam there with Perdomo and, have a clean 6th. And, really only had 1 inning planned for Morejon. So when he has a 5-pitch inning, and he's still in a lane that makes sense for him, and he took down 2 innings, and people were worried about the innings, which is real. The up and down is real, but it's really more about the pitches. When you get 6 outs on 15 pitches, that's fantastic. And Miller, good for him. He went back out, similar matchup, and was able to get his 3 guys.
How often have you done? Morejon's been so incredibly efficient. You have this calculus in your brain, obviously.
Right.
He could get through this inning.
Correct.
Quickly.
Correct. We send him back out. We tie the game. He's done his part. We can go to somebody else, but we know we can run him back out. Marte, Carroll, have somebody ready for Perdomo, who's really good on either side of the plate, but he, didn't want to extend him past that. But, quick out, let him grab Perdomo, and if he gets on, we go to Morgan. But he's been fantastic. Adrian has.
How much are you enjoying the way that the new guys are lengthening the lineup? They're playing in the way that you appreciate, and they've assimilated and contributing to wins.
Yeah, no, it's all of those things are accurate, and we enjoy all of them. The first is the acclimation. These guys have just fit in. They're just good fits, and I know AG did his part on the makeup, the competitiveness, the character, the professionalism, the baseball IQ, and all of them check all those boxes. They fit in really well, very, very open to whatever you need, and do whatever the team calls for. Miller's demonstrated that, but also the guys that have been here demonstrate that and show the lead. And, Adam and Morihone come to mind. Sheets comes to mind. If you had a clubhouse where, guys can come into a new environment and we're grateful for them to say, hey, we're here to do whatever you need. But if you got 3 or 4 guys that are now adjusting their roles and they're not willing to do it, it doesn't work. So, the leadership by the example of the clubhouse with, again, every single one of them, like I said, on display, Sheets, Adam, Morihone, et cetera, set the way. But these guys have fit in really well. They're professionals and clearly helping to win games. It's a big swing for Hearn. Laureano, has just been really good. He's just a really good player. And so, it definitely helped us. And, it was that 9th inning was important. I love the fact Bogey, we just don't lose sight of our man, Xander Bogaerts. Big homer. Frankly, if we're down 2, we may not chase it as much there. But it gives us, reason to chase it. And, of course, Herney hits the homer, and then Bogey, boom, double. And then to mention the style of play, Fermin has done it. Crony gets the bunt down. Fermin gets the dirt ball read later, and then, Glaciers with 2-strike, tough at bat to use the whole field to give us the lead.
What do you think of Laureano's release out there and left? He gets some balls in quick.
Yeah, it looks like a former infielder. He got some real arm strength, and he gets rid of it quickly, but he gets rid of it with something behind it and with some accuracy.
Like, how nice is it to see Cortez battle through, like you talked about in the 2nd inning, and hold that to 2 runs? How important is that for the bullpen, especially when they're coming in early?
It's huge for everybody. You got to get to a certain point in the game. We could have gone if it had gotten sideways in the 2nd or 3rd, but it's just it didn't set you up for much success. For him to be able to at least get the 4th into the 5th, 2 outs in the 5th was really important. And again, used his experience and pitchability and was able to right his ship and give us quality outs.
Kind of a loaded question, but did you see what you wanted to see out of him?
I don't know him very well, so appreciate the competitiveness, but we'll take the 14 outs that he gave us, but I still like, and some days of my decision not to allow the people the opportunity to get more outs, but he did his part.
You guys held the Diamondbacks to 1 hit into the 2nd inning.
Yeah, it was important. Like I said, he righted his ship, made his pitches, and then Adam, Morihone, and Miller, came in and really executed their pitches, gave us a chance, which we took advantage of.
Mike Schilt, after tonight's 3-2 victory for the Padres over the Arizona Diamondbacks. They got the big blast out of Ryan O'Hearn in the 9th inning to tie the game up at 2 apiece. Jose Iglesias with the big knock to give the Padres a 3-2 lead. Mason Miller shuts it down, and the San Diego Padres are 2 games behind the Los Angeles Dodgers in the National League West, setting up for a big series against the Boston Red Sox on Friday. We'll talk more about that. Do want to get your phone calls, though, 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Charles and Ramona, you're on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show. What's going on, Charles? Charles, are you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
There, got you, man. Here we go.
There we go. All right. I love your show. Thank you so much for doing this for all of us. I just wanted to talk about 2 people, really. First, let's talk about Iglesias, man. If what I'm looking at right here is right, he, in high leverage situations, when he's batting, he's got a batting average of 367, an OPB of 429, the slugging of 429, and OPS of 857. The guy's been clutch in the high leverage situations for us all season. And then I also wanted to talk about Fermin. And Fermin's been amazing. At first, I think we were all a little shocked at the price. But I think now that looking back so far, small sample size, but he's made a huge difference for us in that 9 spot. And I'm just really looking forward to the rest of the season with these guys.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun, lengthy lineup. And Charles, appreciate the phone call, brother. I mean, Jose Iglesias has been pretty clutch in a Padres uniform. He brings that defensive prowess, obviously, and being able to fill in anywhere in the infield for the San Diego Padres, especially late in the game. You get him a spot start here or there, and he's been pretty clutch for the San Diego Padres. He's a veteran. It's the importance of having veterans on this team. It's the importance of having veterans on the bench. I mean, guys like Jose Iglesias. Now, is he hitting as well, as David Peralta last year or Donovan Solano? No, but you know what? He's contributing when it matters. He's doing a pretty good job in this lineup, as mentioned by Charles, with Freddie Fermin back there at the number 9 spot, going 3 for 4, dropping down bunts, making things happen, having a 675 OPS, a 269 batting average on the season. I mean, he's lit it up for the San Diego Padres, and just any type of offensive production out of the catching position in the number 9 spot in the order was going to do this. It was going to make this offense just click and do wonders for this team. It has done so. They've gotten better than average out of Freddie Fermin in terms of his overall offensive ability. I mean, he's a 268 hitter in his career, and he's hitting 269 right now on the season in 2025. Love to see it. And you get this guy under contract for the next 4 years after this season, the rest of the season, and 4 seasons after this. This is why they paid a hefty price for a guy like Freddie Fermin. We talked about it on the talk show. His pitch framing ability is very impressive. He steals strikes from at bats, and he's doing it with his bat. It's great to see, and it's going to help this team not only this year, but I think the next couple of years. He has honestly been a big hidden gem found at the trade deadline. Again, small sample size, but him and Ramon Laureano have been clutch. You throw in Ryan O'Hearn's home run this tonight, and a lot of these pieces that AJ Preller has acquired has done very, very well. It's fun to watch, and we'll see over the next couple of weeks here. Boston, San Francisco, LA, San Francisco, LA, Seattle. It's going to be a tough stretch. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Wyatt in Spring Valley, you're on the Jamul Casino Resort post-game show.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Hey, I know these trades are fresh out of the oven, but hey, I'm sure AJ Preller had a nice smile on his face watching the game. Ryan O'Hearn, he's been hitting the ball well, finally got one to leave the yard tonight. Mason Miller, listen, Gurriel last night, I mean, if you can turn around 104 fastball like he did and hit it as far as he did, props to you. But Mason Miller, dog, came back, got the save for the ball club tonight, made the manager look really good, made the front office look really good. And wins like these gritty wins, bring the team together. Just made me really happy as a Padres fan. Really like that we're making some headway in the division. Got a lot of respect for Big Blue, but I'll leave with this. Shohei Ohtani, Gwen Stefani, Bottle Dasani, Padres in 5.
Appreciate the phone call, Wyatt. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Alex in San Diego, you're on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show. What's going on, Alex?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Doing good, man. What do you got for me?
It feels good. Actually, I'm out here in Oxnard, California. I'm working out here tonight, and this is kind of the heart of Dodger country. And I had the game on my phone and on the speaker while we're working. And these Dodger fans are gathered around this radio listening to Sam Lovett and everybody else on 97.3 tonight, and they're scared. They think the Padres are just going to start hammering. So it's exciting to hear what the Padres did today, and especially being in the heart of Dodger country right now. There's nothing better.
Absolutely, Alex. Appreciate the phone call coming from Oxnard. It's great. I would be a little bit worried, too, if I was a Dodger fan. I mean, he's lost 2 out of 3 to St. Louis. They've been playing rough baseball the last, handful of weeks, really the last couple of months. And the Padres are trending in the right direction. They're knocking on the door. They still got to play the Dodgers 6 more times here in the month of August. The last 6. You got to do well in these 6 games against LA if you want to think about winning the division. So don't put the cart in front of the horse yet, but obviously playing some pretty good baseball. Renee in Spring Valley, you're on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show. What's going on, Renee?
Hey man, have a good evening. Enjoying the show. It's not that we have to play the Dodgers. The Dodgers have to play us. See, and that's their problem. Hey, I know we haven't. This is the first time we spoke. I listened to you during the day. I'm not able to call. I would like to. We've never had a conversation, but in the beginning of the season, I called Sammy and I say, hey, who's gonna have a real good season is Xander Bogaerts. Everyone was hating on him. Like I told him, man, there was times like it was like May. They wanted to drive Xander halfway across the Coronado Bridge, and it wasn't going to end nice. And now we got him, doing what he does finally. And, and then you add to the mix Iglesias. That's another one. I tell my son, I said, you know what? These are the kind of players that just put you over the top in the right moments, in the craziest moments. It's coming, man. It's coming. I mean, we've been playing, postseason pressure baseball all season long. And we've been, beat up and things have, been up and down, but overall, man, everything's looking good these days. I think we're going to at the end of next month, we're going to be in number one position in the division.
Renee, it's a good phone call, man. Yeah, I think they got the talent to do it. I think they got the roster to do it. Summer of Zan in full force, huh? Not bad. He's had a good. We talked about the numbers he's had his last 56 games. That's not including tonight, where he went 2 for 4 with the home run, had that clutch hit, scored 2 of the Padres' 3 runs. He's doing a great job. We've said this now for a while. He was going to turn it around. He's hitting 271 now in the season. Love to see it for Xander. Love to see it for the entire team. I mean, this is one of the deepest teams in Major League Baseball. You heard Mike Schilt in the postgame. He was like, this is the best bullpen I've ever had as a manager. The best bullpen I've ever had. You see, like some of the other guys in the clubhouse, like the deepest lineup they've been a part of. It's great. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Dustin in San Diego. You're on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show. What's going on, man?
Dude, you are the man. It's so good to hear you in the evening time, man. You bring in your 4th generation energy post game. You were on it, bro. I'm so happy to hear you tonight, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm filling in
Yeah.
for Sam, man. I got to get a utility man. Anytime the station needs it. Let's go. I'm ready to talk Padres baseball at any time.
Hey, you're a coach. You understand. You step in when you got to step in. So listen, hey, I got to tell you, and the fans are talking about it. Renee, everybody's been talking about it. They've been calling you. This team, I mean, DeVries wasn't going to help us. Kolek and Berger, great, yeah. But it's about now. We're in the golden era of the Padres. And it was such a special win tonight, the past 2 nights, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm telling you, Schilt and Preller, that connection is like really, really important in the next 5 years. These guys, Preller understands what it means to try to win a title for us. San Diegans who were born and raised here, parents, grandparents, whatever. I'm telling you, this team is locked in, and Schilt is a second half guy like he was last year. Like this team it's green arrows going up, and I'm telling you, we're getting King back here in a little bit, and we got a bullpen that can freaking go 5th to freaking 9th inning, 10th inning, whatever it is. It's a good time to be a Padre fan, and people that bag on Preller need to understand, like, Preller can restock the farm. He's proven that. Xavier Edwards, Josh Naylor, all these guys that are out there. We're good. We're good. This is golden era Padres, guys. Friar faithful, keep the faith. We're going in the right direction. Love you, Brendan.
Appreciate it, Dustin. A little late night. Braden Surprenant on the air, trying to keep the vibes going. We take a lot of you guys are trying to call in right now, and we're going to try to get to as many as possible. We're trying to also get Kyle home. He's been here late tonight. I've been on the air for a long time today already, and I got to be back here in the next under 12 hours now to be on the round table, everything like that. So we appreciate you guys calling in. We got to take a quick break. Padres win it tonight 3-2. Exciting win. They come back from 2-0 down. They make it 2-1 with the Xander Bogaerts home run in the 7th inning. And then in the top half of the 9th inning, leadoff man Ryan O'Hearn to lead off the inning, hit a solo shot to right field, tied the ball game up at 2. Xander Bogaerts ripped a double, advanced to third on a sacrifice bunt, and then Jose Iglesias got the eventual game-winning hit that scores Xander Bogaerts to take a 3-2 lead. Mason Miller shuts it down. That's all she wrote. Padres 2 games out of first place. 2 games out of first place. We'll talk more about that. We will also get to today's catch of the game. We'll talk about a relief pitch of the game, heart of the order, how they did. We'll go around out-of-town scoreboard. A lot of results in Major League Baseball went the Padres' way tonight. It's even better that they got the victory over the Arizona Diamondbacks. We'll get all that down, plus your phone calls when we come back on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres Postgame Show with Braden Surprenant, filling in for Sam Levitt on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Welcome back to the Jamul Casino Resort postgame show, brought to you by the all-new Jamul Casino Resort, the Players' Place. Padres win it tonight 3-2 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. They pick up a game in the standings on the Los Angeles Dodgers, now 2 games back of the top spot in the National League West. We will have updates for you on, since every game has gone final, on what happened in Major League Baseball today with our out-of-town scoreboard in just a little bit. A lot of things went the Padres' way, which is good and even better that they came back to win tonight. But a couple of things that we have to get to, like this big play in the 7th inning. It's a huge play in the 7th inning that helped preserve the 2-1 deficit that ultimately led to a Padres comeback. It's our catch of the game.
Which defensive play had the biggest impact on today's game?
He is at the wall, leaps up, and he makes the catch.
This is the catch of the game.
Gonna hang a star for Jackson Merrill.
Reeled in by Anthony's Fish Grotto La Mesa, celebrating 80 years of seafood excellence.
Swinging a high drive into left center, chasing back Laureano. He'll get there, a couple of steps in front of the track, make the catch. McCann tags up, heads for third. Throw there is in time. They got him. Where was James McCann going? The relay, Laureano to Iglesias to Manny Machado. And a double play to end the inning.
That was a huge play for the San Diego Padres. Ends up getting them out of the inning as they cut down McCann at third base. McCann not super fast either. And that is today's catch of the game. Padres then ultimately, a couple innings later, got the Ryan O'Hearn home run to tie the game up at 2 each. Jose Iglesias got the knock of the game, which we don't have as a sponsor, that ultimately got him the game winner. And Mason Miller shut things down for a save, and he's also a relief pitcher of the game.
Which pitcher entered the game and slammed the door shut? This is today's relief pitcher of the game, presented by David P. Shapiro Criminal Defense Attorneys. When your freedom and future are on the line, you need the best arm in the pen. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at 103. And the Padres win. 3-2 the final here in Arizona. The Padres move 2 games out of first place in the National League West. Mason Miller strikes out 3 in the 9th inning. He went upstairs to Del Castillo, got him to wave right through it at 103 miles per hour.
A little bit of a nice bounce back there for Mason Miller. Gave him the bomb yesterday. Or, sorry, 2 days. That was 2 days ago. No, that was yesterday. I don't know what day it is. He gave the bomb yesterday to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. You throw the ball 104 miles an hour, and the guy takes it deep. Tip your cap. There's nothing more you could do there. What do you want him to throw 105 miles an hour? Guy timed it perfectly. Well, you know what he does? He comes back the next day, and he goes out there and he shoves against the Arizona Diamondbacks. He did the 1 walk, okay, 2-out walk. You don't want to see 2-out walks. They're not very good, okay, got it. But he mowed down Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He didn't throw him fastballs. He threw a bunch of off-speed pitches. He was like, I'm not giving this guy 104. Try 88. Struck out Gurriel, punched out another, blanking on who it was at the time, and then went out there, got the walk. It was Tyler Locklear. Walked Blaze, but Blaze was a circus at third base tonight. Oh, man. I mean, his glove did not work at third base, Blaze Alexander. But the bat apparently worked. He walked, and then Adrian Del Castillo punched out to end the game. And Mason Miller finishes the night. An inning, 3 punch-outs, the 1 walk through 15 pitches, 11 for strikes. Good performance out of the relief pitchers today. The bullpen was great. Overall, statistics for the bullpen. Adam Morejon Miller finished the what Cortez started. No runs combined. Only gave up 1 hit combined. Had 1 walk combined and punched out 7 combined. But Mason Miller was our relief pitcher of the game. In terms of the heart of the order, well, the big blast was from one of those in Ryan O'Hearn. Let's see how they did.
Let's take the pulse of the Padres and check in on the heart of the order. Presented by Palomar Health, the official healthcare provider of 97.3 The Fan. Palomar Health, leading with heart for every patient. Palomar Health is reimagining healthcare.
Swinging a drive into right. Carroll going back at the warning track, looking up, and it's gone! Ryan O'Hearn, a game-tying solo home run in the 9th inning. His first home run as a San Diego Padre. And just like that, the Padres tie it in the 9th. It's 2-2.
That was a huge home run for Ryan O'Hearn and the San Diego Padres. The first home run in a Padres uniform for the American League All-Star from this season for the Baltimore Orioles. Now a San Diego Padre. He was the only hit for the heart of the order. Manny Machado 0 for 4 today. Jackson Merrill 0 for 4 today. They had a combined 3 strikeouts today. Ryan O'Hearn 1 for 4 with the run scored. That home run, an RBI. He did strike out once as well, but that was the heart of the order for the San Diego Padres. 1 for 12 with a run scored and an RBI, all coming off the bat of Ryan O'Hearn. When we come back, we're going to get to the out-of-town scoreboard. I will get to Larry, Juan, and Kathy, and we will put a bow on this one and get ready for tomorrow's talk shows, but also the next series, which is against the Boston Red Sox, coming up on Friday. I'm Braden Surprenant. This is the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show after a 3-2 victory for the San Diego Padres on San Diego's number one sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Taking up late night on the Jamul Casino Resorts Padres postgame show. Padres win it tonight 3-2 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. We're going to quickly get through a out-of-town scoreboard, finish up with your 3 phone calls that are left, and get you the final totals for tonight's game. Padres had a good night. It was an even better night based on these results.
Let's take a trip around the bigs to highlight the scores that matter most with our out-of-town scoreboard. Presented by Jensen Premium Beef Patties. Always a hit for grilling.
All the games have gone final tonight. Most of them happened during the day. In the American League, it was the Minnesota Twins jumping out to a lead on the Detroit Tigers, losing said lead, and then coming back and beating the Tigers 9-4. Twins down 54-60 on the year. Detroit Tigers with the loss 66-50. Winning pitcher tonight is Thomas Hatch. He's 1-0 on the season for Minnesota. Losing pitcher is Jack Flaherty. He's now 6-11. Other American League games. Yankees outlast the Rangers deep in the heart of Texas. They win 3-2 over the Texas Rangers. Mark Leiter Jr. gets the win. He is 5-6 on the year. Robert Garcia takes the loss. He is 1-7. David Bednar gets his 18th save of the season as the Yankees get a dub to improve to 61-54. Rangers trying to keep pace in the American League wild card with the Yankees now fall to 60-56. Other American League games. The Tampa Bay Rays go up to Anaheim and beat the Angels 5-4. No, the halo will not shine bright tonight in Anaheim, California. Clevenger gets the win. Garrett Clevenger, he's now 1-4 in the year for Tampa. Ryan Zefferjan gets the loss. He's now 6-4 for the Halos. Pete Fairbanks gets his 19th save of the season. The Rays 5, the Halos 4. Other American League scores. Kansas City over the Boston Red Sox 7-3. Former Padre Michael Wacha gets the win. He's now 6-9 for the Royals. Former Dodger Dustin May takes the loss. He is now 6-8. Last American League game for you tonight. The White Sox and the Mariners. Seattle outlast the south side of Chicago 8-6 up in the Emerald City. George Kirby gets the win for the Mariners. He's now 7-5 on the year. Jonathan Cannon takes the loss. He's 4-9. Andres Munoz gets his 26th save of the season. Had a handful of interleague matchups this afternoon. Baltimore over Philadelphia 5-1. Trevor Rogers gets the win for the Orioles. He's now 5-2. Ranger Suarez takes the L. He's 8-5 as the O's outlast the Phillies in the city of brotherly love. Guardians Mets. It was a day for Gavin Williams. He was close to throwing a no-hitter, gets to the ninth inning, retires Francisco Lindor, and then Juan Soto takes him deep for a solo shot, eliminates the shutout, eliminates the no-hitter. Williams would go on to get the next batter out, walk the next. He gets taken out of the game. Gaddis comes in to get the save, but the Guardians win 4-1 and sweep the New York Metropolitans in New York. With the win, Williams is now 7-4. David Peterson takes the loss. He's 7-5. And Hunter Gaddis gets his second save of the season for the Guardians, who are still hanging around in the American League wild card as they're now 59-55. Other interleague games for you. The Blue Jays bludgeon the Rockies in the Mile High City. 20 runs. The Blue Jays scored 20 runs, 20 of them on 24 hits and committed 2 errors. 8 of the 20 runs came in the top of the ninth inning. The Rockies, by the way, were off to a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first inning, Rockies scored to go up 1-0, and then the Blue Jays scored 20 unanswered runs. 3 in the third, 3 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, 2 in the eighth, and then 8 in the ninth inning. Blue Jays sweep the Rockies. Kyle Freeland, man, he probably took a bat to the dugout like he did last time. Gossman gets the win. He's 8-8 on the year. Kyle Freeland now 2-12 for the Colorado Rockies, who now dropped to 30-84. If they win 11 games, they do not turn themselves into last year's White Sox. If they win 10 games, they tie them. We'll see what happens. 11 games to not be the White Sox. Rough. Other interleague scores for you. The Marlins beat the Astros 6-4. Junk gets the win for Miami. Jansen Junk, he's now 6-2. Arrighetti takes the loss. He's 1-2. Lake Bacher, former Padre, gets his second save of the year. Fish win 6-4. Nationals double up the A's in our nation's capital 2-1. Farrah gets the win. He's 3-3. Michael Kelly takes the loss. He is now 2-1 for the Athletics. National League games for you throughout the National League. It was the Giants beating the Pirates 4-2. They got 2 runs in the ninth inning to come back and beat the Buccos. Ryan Walker gets the win. Washington State Cougar now 4-4 on the season. Dennis Santana lost 3-4 Randy Rodriguez gets his third save of the year. Other National League games for you. This was a big one in Chicago. Reds had won the first 2 games against the Chicago Cubs. They lose today, which means the Padres distance themselves a little bit more. 6-1 victory for Chicago, who scored 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th. Cubs salvaged the series with Cade Horton getting the win. Andrew Abbott takes the loss for Cincinnati. Biggest score of the night that everybody cares about, Cardinals and Dodgers.
The 3-2 pitch. Here it is from O'Brien. A swing and a ground ball up the middle. Donovan backhands, plants, throws. He got him for a Redbird winner. A Redbird winner at Dodger Stadium. And the Cardinals take 2 out of 3 from L.A. and finish the road trip 3-3 to San Diego and Los Angeles.
John Rooney on the call, KMOX. Gotta love John Rooney with a Redbird winner when they're taking on the boys in blue. Cardinals win 5-3 over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Brewers beat the Braves 5-4. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Padres win 3-2 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Kathy in L.A. has been waiting on hold. You're on the Jamul Casino Resorts Padres postgame show. What's going on, Kathy?
You know, there's some people that don't like to say I told you so, but I'm not one of those type of people, Braden, because I told you about Freddie, and, you know, I knew he was going to do some good things for this team, so I'm just really happy that I was right and that we got him.
Freddie Fermin's been great, Kathy. It's been a great call. Kathy called us on trade deadline day, said she's called the Royals pre- and post-game show multiple times saying that she'd love to see Freddie Fermin in a Padres uniform. And you know what? I like seeing Freddie Fermin in a Padres uniform. 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. Juan in Oceanside, you're on the Jamul Casino Resort Padres postgame show. What's going on, Juan?
Hey, what's up, Braden? Shout out to you for doing the postgame show. To quote Divine Sports Gospel, you got a ton of VAR. So shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
Also,
little vibes above replacement, Juan.
Yeah, definitely. Always got it. So shout out to you.
Thank you. What do you got tonight?
I was gonna say I feel like Schilt hopefully can learn a lesson today with the O'Hearn home run late in the game, and hopefully use him more often, because I feel like, I know it's been only a couple games, but I feel like we haven't been using him enough. He's a game changer, and tonight he showed that.
I think so too, and I appreciate the phone call, Juan. Have a good night, man. We asked about on the talk show getting more starts for Ryan O'Hearn. It's kind of surprised he hasn't, and hopefully that will get them to get him a little bit more starts. He was good tonight. He came up clutch, 9th inning. Great to see. Larry at El Cajon, you're going to take us home. You're closing out the ball game today. What do you got for us?
Well, look at it this way. I remember Ray Kroc, the curse of Clay Kirby, and Randy Jones losing 20 games, and this team is a lot of fun.
This team is a lot of fun, Larry. Super fun to watch. It's great to see them do what they do. A lot of dark days in Padres baseball history, but as one of our callers said earlier today, it is a great time to be a San Diego Padres fan. Padres win it tonight 3-2. What was our play of the game?
The line between winning and losing can be razor thin. Which play was the difference between victory and defeat? This is today's play of the game, presented by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Swing line drive, right field, base hit. Xander Bogaerts drops in from third. Padres in front, 3-2. A go-ahead RBI single for Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias with the game-winning hit, eventual game-winning hit, as the Padres score 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors, left 8 on base. Diamondbacks 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 on base. Adrian Morejon earns the win. He is now 9-4 on the year. Kyle Backus takes the loss. He is 0-2. Mason Miller earns his 21st save of the season. Time of the ball game was 2 hours and 42 minutes in front of 22,692, which most of them are probably Padres fans. 78 on a 78-degree roof closed evening in the Valley of the Sun. For Adam Klug, for Sam Levitt, and Bob Scanlon, their producer and engineer Dave Marcus, our studio coordinator Kyle Ovenshire. I'm Braden Surprenant signing off. Padres win it tonight 3-2. Be back on the talk shows tomorrow on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.